You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature. Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop. Thanks for stopping by today to check out another one of my electric toy ovens. This is the Barbie Party Bake Oven. Now, there was another Barbie oven, which I have done. Now, believe it or not, I've had this oven in my collection probably for a couple years. And I never made a video of it for one specific reason. I am missing this piece. And I thought, well, I really like to make videos with toys that are complete so that I can show them to you in their entirety. So that's probably why I never really made a video. But at this point, I cannot find this piece. Actually, very difficult to even find this oven. Make and decorate real sweets and treats with Barbie and her friends. Make candy too. Now, I can't do that because this was the candy shaper or mold, whatever you want to call it. So I'll have to forego that. It says cake, frosting, and brownie mixes plus cookbook included. And yes, there's some interesting recipes in that cookbook. All right, child size, safety tested, durable, and you do get all of these little accessories. So, well, except for the Barbie now. The Barbie that they show there, I'm not sure which Barbie that was exactly, but they wanted you to bring in your Barbie because she can play with this little table, and then she's got all these little accessories that are more her size as opposed to the oven itself. So let's just kind of look at the top there. Not much there. It is a Mattel product. There is one side panel. It says, bake your own treats and eat them too. Invite a friend to share with you. And then here's some ingredients information in the packs. As you see, these beautiful plates of cookies. I can't imagine how long it would take to bake all of those cookies. And then this side is a repeat. And then, of course, the back. And there is quite a few little pieces with this set. So I've always been one to, well, early on when the channel started, I just showed whatever. If it was missing pieces or not, it really didn't make a difference. And then later on, as things progressed, I started wanting to be more precise on everything that I was showing. So that's kind of why I held back this oven. Let's see, what is the expiration date on the packs? 1994. Let's see, we should be able to know the oven year by looking down here. Let's do that way, that's better. So the oven is from 1992. It says 1992 Mattel. All right, it is a big box, so let me do this. I will make some changes here, move some stuff around, and take it all out of the box and show you the oven and all the little pieces that were included. Okay, here we go. Now, as you can see, there are a lot of little pieces, look, that went with this set. So it's hard for me to believe that one of the bigger pieces, which would be on this right here, is missing, the candy molds. And then I've pretty much gone over everything here. Looks like we have it all. And then, well, I'll just show you this for anybody that's interested in this information. And then, yes, I've actually taken this oven apart, cleaned the inside. I have a little bit more work on the outside. And then the top of the oven up here is the warmer. So even like a regular Easy Bake had little pans up there on some of them. Some were on the side, some were on the top. And then this actually just is removable and you can pour things out of it. All right, so here is the pan pusher, basically, a little bit different than an Easy Bake. Certain Easy Bakes. There is an Easy Bake that's got a similar one to this, where you're actually pushing it in and then the window slides down, but I'll show you that a little bit later. And then it came with a regular pan and then this square pan. And then these are the actual mixes, still sealed in the bag and still sealed in their original pack. So, of course, I gotta try those. And then we've seen that. Well, we haven't seen this. Let's do this. Let me move everything a little bit further in so you can see all the small details on all the little pieces. Okay, so these are actually cookie cutters, but they also call them doll chairs, these two. So you have the star shape and the heart shape, both hollow, but you can cut cookies with them, and then, of course, use that for your Barbie doll. And then they have the little bowl with the plate, and then the two little utensils that go with it. One, two. So let's move that out of the way. And then there's this little, what do they call this? They're calling this the decorating stencil. So you'd put this over something and then powdered sugar or probably cocoa or something over the top to give you the decorations. You have these two larger, like a spatula and a measuring spoon. So we'll be using those today. And then you have the cake, couple cakes and a heart. I think they just call these little guys, let's see, where are they? Doll cake. And then I think that's it. Heart cookie cutter. No, we saw that already. Where's it at? Doll cookie. Oh, star cookie cutter doll chair. No, that is just a cookie cutter, I guess. I don't know. I don't see it specifically on here. Heart cookie cutter doll chair. Star cookie cutter doll chair. The doll cookies, which is what's in here. Okay, with the doll tray. And then you have the decorator tips. And this is 2 pieces this here, so you can put the tip in and then use it to decorate with. Okay, and there's the 2 shapes. You got just a regular one and then a star shaped one. And then what are they calling this here? Decorator tip? No. The oven was in 3 pieces, the door and then the top and the bottom, but then it looks like the sticker was applied, and this kind of resembles this. See, it's the same design, same top, pretty much the same side, but I'll show you there's a little bit different twist to that oven. Oh, these are all cakes, so it's the heart cake and the round cakes. All right, so that's everything that was included. Glad it was all there. Now let's take a quick look at the oven. What I was going to show you is on the side of this oven there is a oh, well, let's just open it up. So the pan pusher disengages the top, and you kind of have to do this and push it down. It's actually pretty hard to do. Got to put extra pressure on it to get that to work correctly. And then that keeps you from being able to put your fingers in there. And it looks like this is open on the top, so there's air holes in there where the heat can rise through. And then here, well, there's the back, by the way. We'll show you that. And the bottom, not much to it. Nice little feet. Ooh, something's in there. I don't know what that is. I'll have to figure that out before I bake anything in it. Now watch this. This is the table. So that's where you can set up your Barbie and then play with all the fun accessories. Get your chairs in there, see? Is it all starting to make sense now, isn't it? So you got your little microwave up there, you've got your tray, and all your little supplies. Here, let's put it this way. Okay, so that's what that's really for, all right? Okay, let me do a little bit of cleanup on that oven that I noticed that's bothering me, and then I'm going to come back, and then we'll take a look. Here, well, let's take a quick look at what mixes I have here that came with the oven. Remember, these are original to this oven, so they are way past expiration date. They don't even look good from the outside, but creamy fudge frosting, brownie mix, and then yellow cake mix. Now, I'm going to do probably just one today, and then this booklet, I'll show you now while we're here and we're got the time. I'll show you these interesting recipes in here. You've got Happy Birthday Barbie Cake, and this is everything that you would use, which is kind of nice if you want to make your own recipe. So I'm going to hold that there for everybody who can utilize that. Barbie Pretty Pink Cake. See, that's a new one for me. Pink Sparkles Frosting. So there's everything you need to make your own small version of a frosting. That looks great. Midge Secret Chocolate Chip Cookies. Now, Midge was Barbie's friend, right? Christie Butterscotch Delight Candies. Skipper's Thumbprint Cookies. Now, I would like to try some of these. Ken's Deep Dish Pizza. Now, how can I not try that at some point? Now, look at those miniature pizzas. They look great. And that is the booklet. Oh, there, let me just give you that nice shot there. All right, so I think I've given you all the information I can at this point. Let me come back, and I'll tell you what. I'm going to hold off on the cake because I've been making cakes. I'm going to actually make the brownie mix included with the oven and bake those and try those, and we'll see how they turn out. All right, so I've ended up here to show you what was on the inside. Now, I had noticed originally that the oven door is cracked there. And that's just one of the pieces. I don't know where the rest of the pieces are. It's still not going to affect the actual baking part. And then I need to get the right bulb in there, a 100-watt bulb. gonna be bright. Get ready. Okay, so we are good to go. That will need to warm up, and then there was just this one screw holding this together. There wasn't much more really going on here, and that's it. That is the inside of this oven. And of course, you know, these are things you have to go through when you're working with such old toys. The fact that they still work and everything is just fine is a testament to the quality back then, huh? Okay, that's it. I will now finish putting this back together. This actually just went here. Folded down, and there was 2 screws there, and that was it. All right. Now I can finish what I was doing, and I will come back and start making the brownies. All right, so the oven's been heating up for about 15 to 20 minutes like they recommend. First thing they say is to grease the pan, so I'm going to do what I normally do, take some butter on my fingertip. I know it looks like a lot, but I want to make sure I don't have brownies that stick. Okay, there we go. We'll set that aside. And then it was the packet plus 2, let's see, grease cake pan, add approximately 2 teaspoons of water to the ingredients from this package in a mixing bowl. Stir until smooth. Okay. Now we will see. We're going to definitely take a chance here on this one. And I never recommend anybody to do what I do. This is purely for experimentation. And it's that typical kind of like, what would you call it? It's really hard to say. It's not fresh smelling, but also not too bad smelling, but still something that you wouldn't want to eat on a regular basis, that's for sure. And I always just take a little bite, just so that I can say I ate a vintage mix. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And then 2 of these. 1. Doesn't seem like much, does it? 2. We'll need that in just a second. I'm trying to use the tools that came with it so that, you know, if you got the set, this is how you would probably normally have played with it. The only thing I'm surprised is that, yeah, they didn't give you a bowl. Don't you think a nice sized bowl would have been a good addition to this set? Now, sometimes, surprisingly, these older items, they don't smell great, but then when you bake them, they kind of take over the smells a little bit better. The good thing about this oven, and you're all going to be pleasantly surprised, is that you got a nice window to look in, which I will show you. Of course, after I get all the big chunks mixed, the spatula actually works pretty good. Okay. I always do just a little bit more cleanup off camera, so you're not sitting here waiting for me to get this just right. Okay, there we go. A nice tray of brownies. Let's get this in the oven. I bet if you wanted to, you can use this warming cup up here as a mixing bowl. But either way, check inside that oven. Look at that. It's a nice clear window. So that's something you haven't seen on a lot of ovens, where you get a perfectly good shot in. So we will see how this works. Now this says bake for approximately 20 minutes. So I will set my timer for 20 minutes. Here we go. Now remember, I'm supposed to push this down and then slide this in. Like I said, it's not the easiest thing to do. Okay, so let's see now. Let me see if we can get a shot inside there. But now with the pan there, we might not get a good look at it. So let's do that. Okay, that's a pretty good look inside. Now remember, there's a second door with the tint on the outside. So that's kind of with that second door on. So you still get a pretty good look inside. Look how the camera just adjusted. It's almost looking like it's clear again. I'm going to just let this record for, I don't know, 20 minutes, and I'll speed it up. We'll see how it looks when it's done. 20 minutes. Now, it did say use an oven mitt as well. This is definitely a little bit harder to work with than most ovens. Oh, I think I see why. There we go. Because that little glass piece in the back is broken, it makes it harder. Okay, there we go. So I thought, why not use my little table? So I'm going to let this cool down now. Looks like it came out nice. Looks like nice brownies, huh? Okay, so when that cools down, it says take it out of the pan. Do you think that's going to happen? We'll see. I'll come back when it's cooled down. Okay, here we go. Brownies have been sitting, so I'm thinking, they're going to come out of this pan. We will see. I put quite a bit of butter on it, so we'll see what happens. I'll just go around the edge. That's not too bad. Looks like they baked pretty good. I think overall, the look is very brownie-like, which is good to see on such an old mix. Oh yeah, it is going to come out. Look at that. And it appears to be baked pretty good. Let's just take a quick peek. Yep, all right. Okay, so now I have my table all set. I will take a piece of this brownie. Maybe I'll put a little whip. Let me give it a few more things and spice it up just a little bit. Or I'll put it on ice cream. Let me do that. Okay, so I have a little ice cream and whipped cream off to the side. Let me just cut the brownie and see how it looks. It actually looks pretty good. That's amazing for being such an old mix. And then I will make a little ice cream for the top. And I mean a little, just kind of like a little ice cream ball. There we go. And we'll top that off with a little whipped cream. This might mask all the flavors that I'm... There. We'll call that a brownie blast or something. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm just going to use this and cut a piece. I'll let you see the inside of that. Here, let me bring this camera down just a little bit for you. Overall, you can see in the brownie. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? All right, I am going to actually eat this ancient brownie. Okay, so the pungent taste does come through. But fortunately, the ice cream and the whipped cream saved the day. I'm not going to eat any more of that, but I did try. And thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Now, there were a lot of recipes in that book, so I might keep this oven around and come back and revisit it in not too distant of the future. So I will maybe do that soon. And thanks for watching and supporting the channel. Look in the description for a playlist for the other Barbie oven that I've done, and then all of the other easy bakes. And thanks for watching and supporting the channel. Later! If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS-Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.